First point, okay. So once the kickoff meeting for that implementation happens, okay, then we have to set up a call with the business users. Okay, this is usually called workshops or okay, the requirement gathering workshop. Okay, in which what we will do, we will ask the current process. Okay, what the process they are using, what the system they are using, what the tool they are using currently.
Okay.
Okay, say for example, let's take SCJ as an example. Instead of Kinaxis, okay, if they have planned to implement IBP, okay, so we will set up a call with the business users in the sense probably the key users. Okay, then they would explain us about their current process. I mean the current APO process, whatever you guys are, supporting now is right. They will be explaining us on the process point of view. What is, say for example, this is for demand planning. Okay, they will explain us, okay, what is the source system they are using. Okay, then what is the planning tool they are using. Okay, in this case the APO. Then they will explain us, okay, what kind of data, I mean the master data, transaction data they are bringing it to I mean APO. And also what are all the constraints they have used. Say for example, if the sales history means they cannot or they won't bring all the sales orders into the planning system. Okay, there might be some constraints. Why? Because the sales order may be based on customer requested date,
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes the sales I mean the actuals will be based on invoice. Say for example, customer would have requested 100 quantity, but okay, the company would have delivered only the 80 quantity. Okay, so the 20 quantity is under the non-delivered. Okay, in this case, you might be having the discussion with the business that what data needs to be bring into planning system in order to do the planning, whether the 100 quantity or 80 quantity. Why? Because the customer requested quantity is 100, but the delivered quantity is 80.
Okay.
Okay, so depends on the customer decisions or customer input, we have to decide. Okay,
Yes.
some company will decide, okay, this is our maximum potential, this is what we have delivered to the customer. So consider this as a actuals, then do the planning based on this quantity. But some company, no. Actually, our actual demand was 100, but due to some reasons, we couldn't able to deliver this 100 quantity. We delivered 80 quantity. So bring that 100 quantity to the IBP to use it as an input in order to generate the forecast.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that too. Okay, which bucket it has to fall. Okay, so for example, uh, the customer would have requested on the month of April 2023. Okay, but we have delivered that quantity on May 2023. Okay, on IBP side, on which month the actual should display,
Okay.
whether it is on April or May. Okay, if you consider customer requested date as an input, then it will fall on April month.
April, yes.
Okay, if you follow on the delivery date or invoice generated date. Okay, so say for example, even if you deliver to the customer, okay, until unless you generate a invoice, then that order will not be fulfilled. Okay, some customer would take that invoice date as a the sales order date.
Okay.
Okay, so most probably the customer would tell you, or most probably whatever they are using in the previous planning system, okay, they would ask us to use the same. Got my
Okay.
point?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
These kind of discussions will go. After that, they will tell you, okay, how they are doing that, data cleansing on the planning systems,
Yes.
or are they doing any separate system for cleaning the data, and then what other processes they're doing, what kind of forecasting algorithm they are using, and also whether they are using, say for example, ABC segmentation. Okay, some company would do the ABC segmentation on ERP side itself. Okay, then they are
Okay.
passing to IBP or APO or any tool. Okay, or
Okay.
some company would do the ABC calculations on the planning tool itself. Okay, or some company would manually maintain it. Okay, the planner would manually collect all the products, then they would manually maintain A, B, C, or something. Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
so it varies company to company, but you have to understand it. Okay, say for example, if they are using manual steps, then you can, I mean, as a IBP implementation consultant, okay, we can propose them. We have a future to do the ABC segmentations in an automatic way within IBP itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this kind of, okay. So then what are all the pain points? What are all the, what you call issues they are facing currently, or what are all the areas they are feeling not comfortable with? Okay, because the planner does not aware of the tool, the future of tool or the technology, right? Okay, sometimes they might be using the Excel for some calculations.
Yes.
Okay, so they would tell us these are all the manual things we are doing. Okay, then, okay, after collecting all the informations, okay, within that, the IBP implementations, we have to prepare a business blueprint.
Okay.
And also you have to ask them, say for example, plant means how many plants are there. Okay, storage location means how many storage locations are there. Okay, most of the time, okay, the most of the implementations would be based on, they will be migrating from APO to IBP. If that is the
Okay.
case, you can take those informations directly from APO system
APO.
itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, or maybe if they are using any other Oracle ERP or any other planning tool, okay, you can directly, get in touch with those people, or the business people usually knows that, okay, how many plant, how many distribution centers, how many sales organization, sales office, everything you know it, right? Okay, after
Yes.
collecting all those informations, okay, you have to prepare a what do you call, first let's go through the current process and pain points. After that, okay, objectives, targeted benefits and business cases. Then systems, okay, there are existing system,
Data
data
sources.
sources, data flow, then interfaces.
Yeah.
Then IBP best practice scoping. Okay, these are all okay in this phase itself. Okay, maybe if it is possible, you can, tell them what are all the, IBP best practices are there. Okay, this is what we are going to do. These are all the process we are going to do, those kind of things. Okay, you can tell them, but it doesn't, or it is not necessary. You can, talk about the IBP in this discover phase itself. Okay,
Okay.
after collecting all the informations, you have to prepare a business blueprint.
Yes.
Okay, you have collected all the information, right? Then you are going to tell them, okay, this is the business process. Okay, this is the as is process. This is the to be process within IBP. And also you will fill the gap. Okay, what are all the gaps? Say for example, they would have used some custom formula in order to do the ABC classification, their own calculation. Okay, but the own calculations cannot be done in IBP, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can mention those things as a gap. Okay,
Okay.
once you have filled that gap, then open points. Okay, still if you have any open points, definitely while preparing the business blueprint, you will be having a lot of doubts, right? Okay, you can fill those open points in the document. Okay, then you will have a one more meeting with them. Okay, but before preparing the blueprint, okay, it has to be discussed in that, prepare or discover phase itself. Okay, we need 15 more days to prepare the business blueprint. Okay, so we have to prepare. By the time we have to set up a call, we have to show them, okay, these are all the things we are going to do, these are all the process we are going to implement it, and then these are all the gap. Okay, then these are all the open points. Okay, if they're able to do the open, I mean, if they are able to answer your open points, then it's good. Okay, you can consider those answers and then you can include it in the business blueprint. Okay, or maybe you have to have a one more discussion. Okay, say for example, you can explain them about the ABC classifications of that IBP. Okay, sometimes the
Okay.
business would convince, okay, it is better, let's go for it. Otherwise,
Yes.
if they are not agreed, we want to use our custom calculations, then we can decide that, okay, so maybe anyway you are using that source system, right? You
Yeah.
can continue that process. We are not going to do the ABC classifications in IBP.
Yeah. You can
Okay.
just integrate it
Yeah,
with other
yeah,
system
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
extract the
yeah.
data.
Anyway, we are going to bring that actuals, right? Okay. Along
Yes,
with that, we can bring that ABC classification as well.
yes, yes,
Okay, so if they are using it manually currently, you can tell them we are doing it in the Excel, but but we don't want to do it manually anymore. Okay, how can we achieve it? But still they want to use the calculations or formulas. Okay, then we can propose them. Okay, we can have it as a custom development which can be done on source system,
okay,
not on the IBP, because in IBP you cannot do it, right?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
so these kind of discussions will be going. Okay, apart from that, okay, even though only the actuals is the input, sometimes users might able to ask you, I want to have the promotional informations into planning system. This is just for reference. Okay, before after generating the statistical forecast, sometimes the planner would check the promotional activities. Okay, so if the promotional activities is planned for next 3 months, okay, then they will manually adjust the forecast.
yes,
Okay, this is just for informational purpose. Okay, sometimes you may need to bring additional data, just information purpose, because the planner might not have the access to the source system.
okay,
Okay.
Okay, sometimes they might need to have that how many stocks I have in my each locations, or there are different requirements. It can be anything. So in these things are will not come automatically. We can ask the users, okay, anything else you want to have in IBP? You want to bring it from source system to here. Okay, so this kind of questions we can put them. And also for each process, okay, say for example, if it is if they are okay for ABC classifications, directly you cannot go and implement. Okay, then you have to tell them based on which you want to do the ABC classification, based on revenue or based on quantity. If it is a quantity, which key figure I have to, or which data I have to refer. If it is revenue, which revenue data I have to refer. Okay, if revenue means we need to bring the revenue information from source system to IBP system
yes,
along with
Okay.
that actuals. Or there are other possible, when we bring that material price to IBP, there we can calculate it. Quantity multiplied by material price, automatically it comes as a revenue.
okay,
Okay.
Okay, this kind of and also how many classification do you need to have? Standard ABC, but you want to have A, B, C, D, E, F, or A, B, D, then D minus. Okay, whatever they tell, you can you have to set prepare these questions to ask them, or at least you can prepare and then you can send them. They will fill it up and then they will reply us by mail.
yes,
If they don't understand anything, then we can have a discussion, then they will explain us. Because in this workshop we are bringing almost all the peoples into one place. Okay, it is not easy to we cannot just like that schedule a meeting, we
yeah,
cannot bring all of them together into one
yes,
place.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
so many times it will flow through mail. Okay, if it is really necessary, then only we have to set up a call, then we have to align with them when they are all free,
yes,
because
yes,
they are the key users, most of the time they will be very busy on their work.
yes,
So that's what, okay, as per the schedule at the beginning itself, okay, we would plan 3 to 5 meetings, or 1 week, 2 weeks, okay, per day, 2 hours. Okay, we have to be well prepared. Okay,
yes,
because we have to utilize this meeting to
so,
get as much as information as possible.
correct,
Yes.
Okay, so we have to do all the groundwork. If it is possible, we can, ask their, the business blueprint of the current tool well in advance. We can go through it. We can try to understand, okay,
yeah,
without them. Okay, so that if you don't understand, you can note it down open points, and then
yes,
during that meeting, you can ask them.
yes,
Because they are
Yes.
just a business. Okay, it is their additional responsibility. You will not get that much cooperation from the users.
yes, yes,
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to be very specific. Whatever the
yes,
information you want, you have to ask and get it. They will
yes,
not come and tell you. Because
yes,
the company higher management decided to go for IPP. Sometimes the planner might not happy. They might be comfortable with the current planning tool. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so simply they will give you some overview. Okay, this is what happening. This is what happening. You can do it whatever you want. Okay, this is not an easy task.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so this after doing all these things, then we have to prepare a blueprint, and also once they have signed off that business blueprint, okay, we are okay with this process, you can go ahead. We can mention everything in the blueprint. Okay, what are all the scopes? Okay, these are all the things we are going to do. Only we are implementing only for these plans. Okay, the additional plans is out of scopes, or you have to mention what are all the plans and what are all the distribution centers you are considering for these IBP implementations. Okay, then what are all the out of scope? Okay, because during the SIT or UAT, okay, they will be telling you lot of additional things. Okay, if it is a simple, you can include it. Otherwise, you have to tell them, no, no, this is a big change. Okay, it has to come via CR after implementations. Or you can tell them, okay, this is the big change. First, let's implement the base version. Okay, once it's gone live, then we can add these features in the sprint 2 or sprint 3, whatever.
And if someone asks hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, if someone asks what all the things you did in implementation project, so should I tell them like I did end to end, or like
Yes, of course, you can tell them end to end. I was part of the workshops. Okay, then we gather all the data, which actual data we have to bring it, and then ABC classifications, what kind of the classifications they wanted to have it, and then which method. We discussed all the methods like Pareto principles,
Yeah.
then items, and then k-means. Okay, then we explained them about the standard process. Then we given them some examples how each method works, what would be the output. Okay, then we decided to go for Pareto principle. That is the widely used one and also proven methodology. Okay, so like that you can tell them we have explained about the time series analysis, because in APO system that options was not available, right? Okay, so we explained them, they were very happy, and then we included the time series analysis property. Okay, and also you can tell them all the things. Okay, the forecasting model.
Yeah, like you said, right, from the beginning, discover, prepare, explore,
Yes.
realize,
Yes.
all the things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And in the explorer phase only, I told, right, we have to prepare the blueprint,
Yes.
then we have to show them, and then we have to accept them. Okay, sign off. Okay. Then you can identify gap list and delta design. Okay. You have to identify the gaps, and then you have to identify how to, provide the solution for the gaps, how we can achieve that. Okay, like ABC I told, right? Okay.
Yes.
So those kind of things. Okay. Then fit to standard demo. Okay, say for example, if it is possible, okay, you can give them some demo
Okay.
in IBP. Okay, once it is done, okay, everything is done, then you have to prepare the plan. Okay, for how many weeks for okay, actually it has to be prepared at the beginning itself, but anyway there will be a little bit of changes, right? You can prepare the project plan, or you can modify the project plan. Okay, then you can set up a milestone. Okay, after 2 weeks we will show you the master data on IBP system. Okay, then on the milestone 2 or sprint milestone 2, okay, you can agree them. Okay, we can show you the forecast models, and then ABC classification profiles, and the time series analysis. In the phase 3, you can tell them we can run the forecast, and then we can see, or we can show you how the forecast would be. Okay, then in the sprint 4 we will have the complete UAT or whatever. Okay, then on the 4 milestone will be the actual go live, the cutover activities after the go live. Then after that 1 month is the hypercare support. Okay, there you were facing a lot of issues. Sometimes that user tell that this sales order was not available in IBP, the ABC classification I was expecting this one, but it is showing this one, or in my previous system this product came under A, now it is coming under B, Y. Okay, and also they might not aware of that, the process what we agreed during that, the explore phase or that workshop. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have to explain them. Okay, this is the best practices. This is the we have to do it. They will be coming up with a lot of questions.
Questions.
Okay,
Yes.
many will be silly questions, many will be the basic questions, many will be the real questions. Okay, sometimes they would say that this location's data is not available. Then we have to tell them this is out of scope. Okay, this is what we agreed. Okay, something like that. Okay, after that we have to, and before that what you have to do during the realization phase, okay, you have to prepare the user manual. Okay, say for example, if they want to perform the ABC classification, what is ABC classification, how they can create the ABC classification, or if they don't want to create it, what is the profile you have created which can be used by the users. Okay, then where they have to look the data or output. These kind of user manuals for each process we have to prepare, okay, with the flow charts. What is the overall demand planning process? For everything you have to prepare the user manual, and also you have to give them the user training. Then UAT happens, then go live, then hypercare support. Okay, you have to you are the responsibles, because everything cannot be achieved, okay, within the realization period, right?
Yes.
Something we would have missed, something they would have missed. Okay, small the misalignment happens. We have to align with that, and then we have to make sure everything runs smoothly. Okay, it can be usually the 1 month. And also the day-to-day activities you have to do, you have to daily monitor that, daily jobs, then weekly jobs, monthly jobs. Okay, if all the data are coming to IBP properly, if the forecast are generating properly. Okay, everything you have to, you have to be there to support them. Okay, also after that you have to prepare your final document, you have to hand over to the support team. Okay, these are all the process. Okay, these
Yes.
are all the
Katie.
things. Oh yeah, Katie. Okay, then during the hypercare support, what kind of issues you were facing, you have to tell them. Okay, if this kind of issues coming, then the support team can do this kind of workaround.
So like it's very big process, right?
Yeah,
So
it's a very
like
big, but
we will
you will
have.
not be
I
playing
can.
all those things. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's
Since you
what
are,
I'm
say, for example, you
about to
can
ask.
tell them you are part of all the discussions, but you are not driving the project.
Entire.
That you can
Yes.
tell them. Yeah, yeah,
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
right.
Okay.
I am aware of these things. That kind of answers you can give them.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Mm.
most probably the organizing the plan and all that project manager will take care of it. Okay, so if you are only responsible for demand planning, maybe say for example Nitish, okay, they will not ask you to give them the demo for all. Maybe they can give you the ABC part or time series part or modeling the
Yeah.
forecasting. Okay, usually there will be a five
Okay.
members team, right? Okay,
Yes.
everyone
Yes.
will do, will handle one part.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
so you can
Mm.
tell them, okay,
I'm
this is
worrying
a
about these
uh,
all these things. How can I tell them
yeah,
all
yeah,
this
don't
like
know.
handle?
See, if
Yeah.
you generally thinks now, say for example, if you want to buy a bike, okay, usually what are all the things you will be doing? You will be analyzing, you will be
Yes.
checking which model is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
After that, you will be
Comparing
having
other
that,
bikes.
the test drive. You will
Yes.
be asking the feedback from your friends. Okay,
Yes.
finally, you will shortlist to three to four. Then from there, you have to pick one. Then maybe one or two. Then maybe you will
Yeah.
check the
Test
financial
drive.
constraint. Yeah, test
Yes.
drive, then financial constraint. Okay, then you will go for only one. Okay, the
Yes.
same kind of discussions. Okay,
Yeah.
if you know the process, or if you know the the system, or the tool properly now, automatically whenever you discuss you will come to know, okay, how we can model
Yeah.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
what kind of model we can do it, what are all the the proposal we can give them. That's what I'm
Yes.
always telling you. Please be strong on the fundamental of that IBP.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, once you are
Mm.
strong in the fundamental, okay, whenever they tell you, you can straight away tell them on the spot itself. It's not possible. It can be possible. Okay, or sometimes you might not be aware of that process. Okay, you can tell them. Okay, we can
Um,
check and then come back.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so these kind of discussions can happen. Okay,
yeah.
after that go live. Once that blueprint is ready, you have to implement whatever is there in the document.
Yes. Whatever the changes we made, we
Yes,
need to
yeah,
add
and
it.
also while realizes and phase, okay, you have to get in touch with the CIDS consultant, because they are the
Yes.
guy who will,
Correct.
make the integrate the two
Integrate.
systems, source system and
Integration. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so in that you can tell them that what is the target key figure you want to have the actuals, what is the key figure you want to have that revenue, what is the key figure you want to have some other information, whatever they want.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
also source system, which extractor they have to use, okay, what are the conditions they have to apply based on the blueprint, okay. You can tell them only bring these locations, only bring the sales order based on these plans, okay. This
This
kind of informations you have to in the sense everything will be there in the document, okay. Sometimes if they ask you, then you can closely work with them.
yes, and this CIDS, this
Hmm.
thing like within the organization or with other
Within the
organization.
organization, within the
Okay.
organization. Actually,
Okay.
they will also, if it is a IBP implementations, okay, minimum there should be 2 CIDS consultant, and then 3 IBP consultant, 1 project manager, 1 delivery head, 1 blah blah, whatever the higher level. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the basic for small project.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm, yes.
So,
Okay, in that, yeah, and also in IBP project, every time when we propose it, say for example, here in this document, look at here, the organizational structure you can. Here they have not mentioned, okay, usually they will propose, okay, who will be the, the architect, who will be the IBP lead, who will be the IBP consultant, who will be the IBP junior consultant. Okay, so here they have explained in the explorer phase, whatever we do. Okay, in the discovery phase, what we'll be doing. Okay, in the realization phase, whatever you do now, simple CR you take it. Whatever you do it for only that CR, the same thing applied, okay, in the broader way or in a larger way for the whole project. The process is same. What will you do if there is a change? Okay, first you will get the requirement from the customer. Then you will check it. You will tell them, yes, it is possible. Then you will create a CR, they will approve it. Then you implement it in the development. You will do the basic testing. Then you will ask the user to testing as a part of UAT.
Yeah.
Then you move this to production. Then you will wait for
Cut
1 week as a hypercare. Okay, then you will hand over this KT to support team.
Yes.
The same thing, but in a
yes.
larger manner.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, if you want, I can share this document. Maybe you can get some better idea.
Yeah. We need this.
Okay, okay. Also, there are a lot of proposals. Say, for example, add now final proposal. I have meeting at 11. So let me quickly finish it off. Come on. See, this is the project team. Okay, he is the project executive. This is the expert advice on the customer side. Okay, he is the IBP architect, IBP architect, IBP architect, CIDS architect. Okay, then for each the short profile. Okay, IBP solution architect, IBP solution architect. Okay, you can find all the informations. Okay, change management lead, project management, blah 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 blah. Okay, something this kind of proposals. Usually the project manager or the team would prepare. So understanding requirement, approach, project timeline, project team, previous experience, blah 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 blah. Okay. So these are all automatically happens. You don't need to worry. But only thing you need to keep all these informations in mind in a sequence,
Yeah.
in a general way.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And also, if you want, I can give you one sample business blueprint if it is available here. Okay. Then if you go through that, you can understand how the business blueprint looks like. It's a teamwork. Okay. So you can tell them, no, these are all the things, my responsibility. Okay. So maybe you can tell them I was responsible for preparing the blueprint. Okay, my architect will get the requirement. He will explain us. Okay, then we include all those constraints and informations into the blueprint. That's enough. During this phase, you can understand what was the requirement, what is the open points, then how we can, implement this process into IBP.
Okay.
And also you can tell them, okay, I was responsible for preparing the blueprint. I was part of the workshops, and then I was creating the planning area and also all the planning, building blocks. Okay, I was able to, I was part of the creating the custom key figures, planning levels. The technical stuffs are there, right? You can
Yes.
tell everything,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you did in the system. Okay. So
Okay.
you can tell them I was, mostly, focusing on the technical implementation side.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, that way we can route to whatever we have studied.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I'm running out of time. Okay. If you really want to continue the discussion, maybe let's connect at 12. Okay. Or 11:45.
Okay. Can we connect tomorrow? Because I have
Tomorrow,
some.
Friday. Okay. No problem. Okay. So let's try to connect tomorrow. Otherwise, Monday we can connect it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you, Suresh. Bye.
Yeah.
It was good.